My investigation brings me to Lydford Castle, built in 1195. Even though the castle has been stated a castle, it was used mainly for prisoners and court of law. This grassy mould surrounding the whole castle, holding its hidden secrets. Above is the actual court of law, where prisoners was awaiting for their trials. Right underneath the mould is where the prisoners were kept. This metal spiral staircase, many years ago, when it was first made, it was wooden. We are now standing under the mould. It was mainly tin miners who was put here to wait for fate by the High Courts. If the tin miners would have got caught stealing tin from the mines, they would be put here underground, waiting for their names to be called to go up the stairs into the court. The judge would have found them guilty, no matter what. The judge would have turned around and found them guilty. Now, the law then states if you got caught of stealing for your own purposes, the law states that you will have 3 teaspoonfuls of melted tin and poured down your throat, which was a horrible death to come by. During the English Civil War, the Royalists used this castle for their own purposes, for their own prison, which they turned into dungeons. On the upper, for their courts, it was for parliamentary supporters and parliamentary soldiers. When they was here, there was no inn here very long. The reason for it being, because it's only small, they couldn't hold too many. They was bringing them here, and the next day going upstairs into court for their trial. And their trial was also made for them for their death. Many people who visit this place have stated hearing strange noises, people screaming, people in pain, even the sound of the hammer of the judge finally sentencing the prisoners. So hopefully tonight, here, we may be able to get the sounds belonging to the prisoners. So, where we are now, this used to be the actual courtroom, court of law. It used to be all done out in wood, the stairs and the spiral staircase going down below. The judge would have been sitting at his table waiting to be rewarded with their prisoners. And most of the prisoners met a fatal death. These stairs has been known what people have stated of seeing two different ghosts. One ghost is hanging what used to be a beam up there, which is not now, but people have stated seeing a man hanging. But besides that, there is a lady that walks these stairs, a lady dressed in green. Here is where the soldiers would have fired out for the oncoming enemy who's attacking this castle. But this particular spot, this is where the actual hanging took place. The beam was going across here. There's a part of the beam there, and it would have come across. Just here, just here is where the hole is that they open up the trap door for them to fall down and break their neck. Just move in and shut down there. When court was in procession and the judge was sentencing tin miners and also who was doing crooks, there was children standing here looking down upon what they classed could be innocence, and the judge turned around and said, death. So, hopefully tonight we may see the man apparently hanging, and also see the lady. Who knows, maybe even children laughing, footsteps, or the cries of the dying. So, who knows? Once the royalists put the penalty of death to parliamentary supporters, which cast as women and children and men, even the soldiers of parliamentary, come here and they hung them outside, and they left them dangling for everybody to see. But besides all this, there used to be witchcraft. Now, witchcraft was a big thing. If you got caught being a witch, you wasn't put downstairs, you was automatically in courts. They turned around and said, guilty. They brought him out here onto the ground over there and set light to him. Besides this, one witch turned around and said, hear my breath, hear my words, that this castle will burn. And it took many a year, but eventually the castle, the courtroom, and down into the chambers all caught on fire, to see what the castle is as it is today. Besides inside the castle being haunted, estates even around here outside along the walls and maybe the trees, people have stated seeing not just one or two but 3 women, and they are all wearing different dresses. One woman is wearing a red dress, another woman is wearing a very, very long dirty shade of grey. And another woman is wearing a white top and a very long grey skirt. Apparently, the one that's wearing the white top and grey skirt, she has no shoes. But people have stated seeing here on top of the embankment and also down by the trees. Hopefully tonight we may get a glimpse of the three ladies. So, happy haunting.